All right, Shalom, Shalom. This is your brother Issachar coming back at you with another lesson. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, YAHAWASHI, Bahasham, Wakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect and the 144,000 scattered across the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you. Alright, in today's lesson, we're going to glorify YAHAWASHI. We're going to go into, the second coming, because, hey, this topic, can never get old. You can never glorify the Lord enough. This is, without further ado, let's get right into it. Isaiah chapter 63 and verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom? So this is our Lord speaking, YAHAWASHI. So Lord saying, who is this red monkey right here talking trash? Saying he wants to fight me. So the Lord's out here, the Lord's clowning Esau, saying, who is this? Who's this little red monkey right here talking trash? This little pancake eating, Who's this dude right here talking trash, eating pancakes? With thy garments from Basra, this that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness and mighty to save. Yeah, because the Lord is mighty. So the Lord's name is YAHAWASHI. His name means he saves, he delivers. That's why I heard mighty to save. At the end of Isaiah 63 verse 1, at the end of that verse. Alright, so right there, alright, the Lord is, his name is a nomen omen, because that's what his name means. He saves, he's delivered. He saves, he delivers, because he's the anointed, he's the Christ. Isaiah chapter 63 in verse 2. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that tread in the wine fat? Alright, because they're red. Alright, the Edomites are red. That's why they go back to Edom. Alright, so after Esau was born, they became the Edomites. Alright, that's what that word Edom means. Idawam, which means red. That's why you have that, sometimes they'll joke around. They'll say, they'll say, hey, look at that redneck, redneck news. Yee-haw, they'll be like, yeah, Calby, woo, let's get her done, let's get her done, redneck news, yee-haw, well, yeah, because they're red, like literally, they're not like very, very red, like, like red construction paper, but they're reddish. That's why that joke, but it's real. When they say, oh yeah, look at that redneck, it's real because they are red. They are not white. Okay, and that's facts. This is how they were created. See that? The truth's right there in plain sight the whole time. So now, you guys are really seeing who's who, and yeah, because the Lord created everybody. Just because, now these nations and heathens call themselves Chinese and Japanese and white and black and all that, that's just names and proverbs and bywords that these leaders put on these people now, but they didn't create themselves and they didn't create these people. See that? So I mean, they want to just play make-believe. That's fine, because everyone's a bunch of actors out here, but that's okay. That's the kind of society that we live in. But you gotta realize the real creator, he's coming. The real owner of the house is coming. The whole time, the majority of people in this world are playing make-believe, kiss ass actors, and that's fine. If that's what you like to do, go for it, boo-boo. Go ahead. But now you're about to meet real men. You're about to meet the true gods of the earth that created you, that created the birds, that created the whales, that created the oceans and the planets. See that? This is who you're fighting against. You imagine how hard, how bad your beatdown is gonna be? We're not gonna explain it. Just imagine. You run the numbers. You know, think about it for a second. Go ahead. You know, go ahead and think about it, you know? Yeah, that's right. Go ahead. Eat your Twinkie. Yeah, that's right. Go ahead. Eat your Twinkie. Isaiah chapter 63 and verse 3. I have trodden the winepress alone. So this is YAHAWASHI telling us, how much destruction, he's gonna bring, I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. See that? For I will tread them in my anger. So what's going on with the God's all love? So that's just a cut, and it's not even to talk down on these Christians, but it's just to prove the facts that the Lord is not all love. Okay, the Lord hates. All right, it's kind of like you at your house. You have a favorite shirt. Let's say you have 10 shirts. You go into your closet. You have, okay, right now it's winter time. Let's say you have like 10 sweaters and jackets. 10 coats, and you say, well, this one's my least favorite, and then my favorite jacket, this one's my favorite, because this one I just like it. It's just comfortable, it's light, and it keeps me warm. This other jacket's a little bit too big. This one's, the color's a little off. The other one's not too comfortable. See? All right. So you have you're able to have a favorite, in your closet. You're able to, have jackets that you like, that's your favorite, and you have some that are your least favorite. Same thing with the Lord. How come the Lord can't do that? It's not all about you. It's kind of like when you go eat. Some people say, well, you know what? I like Mexican food. Some people say, you know what? I don't like Chinese food. See? It's just the way it is. See that? Because you have things that you hate, and you have things that you don't hate. It's just the way it is. Same thing with the Lord. The Lord's like, I like these people I don't like. It's kind of like when you guys go to the beach. Not everybody's a beach person. Go tell everybody right now in the planet Earth, hey, how many people love to go to the beach? Some people don't like it because it's too messy, with the sand, and they just don't like it. All right, same thing with the Lord. Okay, the Lord just don't, love everything. It's called balanced. The Lord, there's certain things the Lord don't like, and there's certain things that the Lord does like. All right, facts. It's like when you guys, those of you that, some of you guys that go to like casinos and stuff like that, some people like them, some people don't. It's just the way it is. Some people like spicy food, some people don't. See? So same thing with the Lord. There's some things that he likes, some things he don't like. It's that simple. For I will tread them in my anger. The Lord's talking about the Edomites. Tread them in my anger, see? And trample them in my fury. And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. So that's a metaphor for all the bloodshed that YAHAWASHI is going to bring to this planet Earth, because they've been, mocking the Lord, mocking his believers, to the men, women, and children. Facts, because remember, these elites are going to come down hard on you Israelites, but remember, the Lord don't take that lightly. The Lord and the angels are right here ready, to, they're about to, literally about to trample them down. Very bad, very bad, very bad. Just because, can you imagine what these armies, like cartels, the triads, mafias, can you imagine what people can do in this world? They could chop people up with machetes, and they can get pretty gruesome, So how much more the angels and the Lord, who are gods? Imagine. It's going to be very painful for the wicked out here. We're not going to go too far into detail, but you add it up. Think about it, because it's not just you that knows how to bring pain. And you're immortal, and look at how much pain people can bring on this earth. They have people in dungeons, torturing people. How much more the angels? What if an angel comes and beams one of our enemies up into a ship? What if you get beamed? What if our enemies get beamed up into a ship, and they get tortured? Imagine what the angels can do to you. You know, that's why a lot of people think, oh, they can just hide in their house and, hide underground. Man, the Lord can just have an angel beam up your whole house. You could wake up the next morning and you'll be inside a spaceship and you won't even know it. And the angels will be ready to torture the crap out of you. Facts. Something you gotta consider. Because these spaceships are very large. Yeah, very large. There's a lot of things that they can do. Isaiah 63:4. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeem is come. Right, because the day of vengeance. See? So the Lord, why is the Lord saying that he's the day of vengeance? What does that mean? Alright, because the Lord's ready to get payback. Alright, on our enemies for what they did, because they lied to the masses, they destroyed his children, and they're even destroying their own people. See that? These elites don't care about anybody. You think that's cool that, these elites say, oh, you're gonna own nothing and be happy? So they're treating people, worse than animals. They're treating you less than a number. You're not even a number, you're less than that. That's how these elites think about you. That's what you gotta understand. They think of you less than a number. Those are facts. So nobody here in America owns the land that their property sits on. Because they don't have the Lodial title. This is why you pay property tax. So even when you retire, let's say you're done paying off your mortgage loan, because you're paying it to the bankers. All right, because how'd you get that house? Some people pay cash, but the majority of the world get a loan, right? Right. So what you have to understand is that, let's say like some people buy the house cash, okay? Whatever, you still gotta pay property tax. Why is that? It's because you don't own that land. All right, they may tell you, oh yeah, that's your spot right there, but it's not. All right, because when you go to special provisions, go to the special provisions. Go to special provisions, and you'll know that nobody here in America, no one here in America has the Lodial title. So what does that mean? That the bankers own this place, lock, stock, and barrel. See, that's why you get a mortgage loan, all that, and after you're done paying that, to the bankers, you still gotta pay that property tax. And some people that buy, big old houses and all that, their taxes for the year is a lot, just for that land, to show you, you don't own that, so why you gotta pay so much? Because that's how these bankers have the world in slavery. It's under because it's paper trail. It's called adhesive contracts. It's a debt-based system. See that? Because the more you have in this world, the more you're connected to them. Because you have to. A lot of people, they can't retire because they have to pay their house. You know what? I've been hearing too that some people that have their houses, that own their houses, that they've been skipping meals just to make that mortgage payment. So what kind of shit is that? Is that living? I've been hearing that, that a lot of people that, they've been skipping meals just so they can make their mortgage payment. You imagine that? So now people are not even going to be eating, but just what they can say, oh yeah, look, just because I got the house. See, it's all a scam. Because they make you seem like, okay, yeah, you're a real man, you're a real woman, just buy your own house, and now you're all right, now you got things in order, now you're being responsible and all that by paying your bills. That's cool to go to work and stuff like that and have things of your own, but the more you get in this world, the more these elites have you, because you have to pay that house. You got the electricity bill, you got those property taxes. It's nonstop. See, but with all these little luxuries and bread and circuses, with the Lakers going on, you got the Kim Kardashians on TV, you got LeBron James, you got the Dolphins playing, you got the movies right here, you got the malls, you got your strip clubs, your bars, your movie theaters, you got the sports for the kids and all that. See, so they give you these little luxuries because it gives you the illusion that you're free, but you're not. You're not. These elites run this place. Because it's not actually like chains and no, because remember, these devils are very crafty. All right, they're very crafty in their ways. All right, and so a lot of people don't even consider it because they're just so used to it. So they think that this is normal. See that? That's not normal. We never had credit before back. All that. You can't even a trailer. Let's say if you have a trailer, that even has to have tags. All that. You have everything. You have to have everything because it's all about control. It's all about control. Isaiah chapter 63 and verse 4. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeem has come. So yeah, the Lord's saying that vengeance is in his heart, meaning his mind. All right. Isaiah 63 and 5. And I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore my own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury it upheld me. Isaiah 63 and 6. And I will tread down the people in my anger, and make them drunk in my fury, and I will bring down their strength to the earth. Yeah, so that's just the Lord saying that, yeah, he's going to bring down our enemies. He's going to bring them down. This is why the Lord says, wait ye upon me until the day that I rise up to the prey. See? Just like the Lord destroyed Pharaoh and his whole army, same thing. Isaiah Isaiah 66 in verse 14 down to the 18th verse. All right, Isaiah 66 verse 14 down to the 18th verse. And when you see this, your heart shall rejoice, meaning your mind, because when you see the Lord get here, you're going to be like, yeah, man, finally, And your bones shall flourish like a herb. And the hand of the Lord, YAHAWASHI. So who's the hand of the Lord? YAHAWASHI. Okay, he's on the right hand side, and he is the real Grim Reaper. All right, those of you on the left hand side, you guys ain't nothing. YAHAWASHI is going to really show you how to lay it down. All right, how to lay him down. All right, because the Lord, you won't even know that he's coming. The Lord will just take you out. Facts. Like the Lord took all the firstborns of Pharaoh, all right, over there in Egypt. All right, the Lord would just smite you. That's the thing. The Lord is, you want to talk about the real Grim Reaper? That's YAHAWASHI. He's the king. He ain't called the king of terrors for nothing. All right, and Satan and Baphomet and all these demons, they ain't got nothing on YAHAWASHI. This is what you got to understand. Why do you think those small hats got so scared? All they had to do is see that sign, YAHAWASHI is coming. And that was a regular sign, like a little yard sale sign. It was your typical sign, 50 cents. A little, 50-cent sign, construction paper that was written with a marker that said YAHAWASHI is coming. And these small hats went bananas. See? How come they don't go crazy when they say, oh, YAHAWASHI is Jesus is coming? See? Because that's not his name. His name is YAHAWASHI, because these elites, they know. All right? No one's going to get scared for no reason. especially a grown-ass man. Okay, these small hats, they own the whole earth. You know, the whole earth is in their control, and they're getting scared. They got top military androids and jets and military. They own all the banks, everything, and they're still getting scared. So what do they know that the average does not know? See, because our power, YAHAWASHI, is a power to not mess with. You know, and that's facts. He's not called the king of terrors for no reason. You know, the Lord really means that. We're not just over glorifying it like, yeah, he's our power. You got 1 hour. No, the Lord is literally telling all these nations, you got 1 hour. The Lord's gonna destroy you in 1 hour. 1 hour, 1 hour. Some of you can't even make it back from work in 1 hour because you gotta sit in traffic and all that. Imagine that 1 hour. All of you are gone. All of you that are not with the Lord. Facts. The Lord's saying, all right, you want to fight me? Fine, Because the Lord's laughing, because the left-hand side, this is how retarded they are. They have their lasers in space. They have their space force. They have their agents running around, scrambling. For what? Ain't no one going nowhere. And it's a waste of time. These dudes are retarded. Just laugh at them, They ain't going nowhere. So basically, they're trying to trap the Lord. So when Yahawashi gets here, they're thinking like, okay, we're gonna counter him. We're gonna trap him when the Lord gets here. There's UFO sightings all around the world, and they can't even trap him. So how you gonna and those are his angels. So how are you gonna trap the man, the king? And the Lord's not gonna get here all slow, like entrance like Esau, because Esau's a homosexual, And all these superhero movies, you always had like a grand entrance, like real slow and like hey, look at me, The Lord don't give a shit about that. Once the Lord gets here, he's gonna start slaying all of you that are wicked. You ain't gonna be like, oh, I'm the Lord and all slow and oh, who's that? Nah, that's all that Hollywood bullshit. Okay, the Lord is a man of war. As soon as he gets here, he's slain. Okay, the Lord's in the heavens right now, standing like a wide receiver. Okay, he can't wait to get down here and start slaying you simpletons. Okay, those of you that are righteous, hey, good job. Keep up the good work. To you men, women, and children. Alright, you guys are doing a very good job. It's just talking to the wicked, alright? Because can you imagine if someone, destroyed your whole family? Yeah, so it's, imagine what these elites did to his children. See, so the Lord is very upset, and then he sees everything that's going on around the world. Huh? All right. Isaiah 66:14. And when ye see this, your heart shall rejoice, and your bones shall flourish like a herb, and the hand of the Lord. Okay, so who's the hand of Yahweh? The right hand, the right side. The right side, not the left, not the retarded left, the right hand side, baby. And the hand of the Lord shall be known towards his servants, because the righteous are gonna be having the angels around them. The men of the Lord are gonna have spiritual power, and when the Lord gets here, the righteous, men, women, remember that. To all the sisters out there, to you good women out there, yeah, we get on the bad women, but don't take it like, oh, hey, see, they just hate women. No, we don't. We love our women. We're out here to risk our lives for you. Don't forget about that. And you gotta understand that. It's just that there is a lot of bad women out there, but there's bad guys out there too. So just don't forget that, because I know sometimes some of the sisters, they might hear that and be like, oh shit, hey, we know that there is beautiful, good women out there, of our women. So, don't, get like butthurt or weetas, just know that, because there's a lot of, bad women out there right now, and y'all women know what I'm talking about. But is there good women out there? Absolutely. You see, and it's not to, put the sisters down, nothing like that. So, the Lord is gonna rescue, save, the men, women, and children. Yep. of the nation of Israel, scattered across the four corners of the earth. You know, and we'll get that next. That's in St. Matthew 24. All right. And his indignation towards his enemies. Yeah, so it's going to be like night and day. All right. It's going to be clear, you know, because when it's nighttime, you know it's nighttime. Ain't no one saying, oh, is it daytime when it's nighttime? You know. When it's, 10 o'clock in the, in the morning, 11 a.m., you know, okay, it's daytime. No one's going to be scratching their head like, oh, is it nighttime or is it daytime? Unless you're under the ground somewhere and you can't see nothing, or you're in a jail cell with no windows, you know what I'm saying? Or you're in a basement somewhere, but it's like night and day. So that's how clear it's going to be. And the hand of the Lord, YAHAWASHI, shall be known towards his servants. See? All right, because the YAHAWASHI, when Yahweh sends YAHAWASHI down here, the righteous are going to get beamed up in those ships, and the wicked are going to get zapped to powder from the lasers from those ships. Oh yeah. Isaiah 66:15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and his chariots like a whirlwind. See that? So chariots, yeah, the so-called UFOs, so-called UAPs, like a whirlwind, so like destruction, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. There you have it. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. There it is. So many. Why? Because there's a lot of you out there that don't believe. That's what the Lord's saying. So there's going to be more people on earth that are going to be destroyed than that are going to be saved. Bottom line. Isaiah 66:17. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens, behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together, said the Lord. Yeah, so those of you that can't put down pork, I mean, sometimes, sometimes we have slip-ups. Sometimes you don't even know. Oh, hey, this is something else that I learned, you guys. When you go get a burrito, or like nachos,